Hello there, Chelsea here with Healing Embodied. And today I want to answer the question, why is it so hard for me to trust my partner? So many of the people that we talk with every single day on our Instagram, on Facebook, our clients, all experience some sort of level of mistrust within their relationships. This could either be not trusting your partner, or not trusting that the relationship will last, or not trusting in your own decision to be in the relationship. There are so many various flavors of how mistrust shows up in relationships. And I want to talk about some of the main reasons why it's really hard to experience a sense of trust in our relationships. The first core reason is that you have experienced pain in relationships in the past. When you open your heart to someone, when you are vulnerable, when you let someone in, when you trust someone and they break that trust, or you experience pain, hurt, or betrayal, that sense of openness and that sense of trust often gets closed off. And then we go through life close-hearted and mistrusting because we're afraid that we're going to experience the same thing that we have in the past. We could have experienced this pain in childhood, growing up, trusting our parents, or being vulnerable and wanting love and connection with our family, and then experiencing pain and hurt or being dismissed. We also could have witnessed our own parents' tumultuous relationship and thus form this belief that love can't be trusted, that relationships can't be trusted, that relationships are going to lead to pain because that's what we've seen, that's what we know, that is our worldview because of what we've experienced. Our brains are more wired to look for pain and danger than they are to look for happiness and pleasure. So when you have experienced pain and mistrust around relationships, that is what your brain is wired to look for, because your brain is wired for survival and to get you to avoid pain and danger. So even if you're in an amazing, incredible, supportive, healthy relationship with a partner who is there for you, your brain could still be looking for all the ways that they're going to hurt you and all of the reasons why you shouldn't trust them. Another reason why it can be so hard to trust in relationships is because we have learned to not trust ourselves. There can be so many different experiences that teach us that if we put our heart out there and we make a decision and it doesn't go the way we wanted it to go, then that must mean that we are bad at making decisions. Say you chose a relationship in the past and it didn't work out the way you thought it would. So many of us internalize that as meaning that we did something wrong, that we choose incorrectly, or that we make bad choices. Another way that we learn to not trust our own decisions and not trust ourselves is when we are raised in environments where our own expression and our own desires and who we are is squashed down. Maybe you learn that your emotions are not okay to express. Maybe you learn that the way you want to play and be silly and creative is loud and annoying and not okay. Maybe you learn that you had to contort yourself in order to be accepted and loved by your peers or family or God. And when we learn over and over again that who we are, what we desire, and what we are wanting to express is not okay, then we learn to doubt our own judgment. We learn to doubt ourselves. We learn to look outside of ourselves for what we should do, or how we should feel, or how we should act, or who we should be. So then when it comes to making an important decision like a choice in partner, we have all of this self-doubt and we're looking to make sure we're making the right decision. And we don't really trust in our ability to choose a good enough partner, or we don't trust that if it didn't work out for whatever reason, that we would be able to navigate that. And the way that we can begin to open our hearts again and trust in our partner, or trust in relationships, or trust in ourselves and our own decisions, is to allow ourselves to grieve the experiences that taught us that love can't be trusted, or that we can't be trusted. It's like this process of unlearning and unraveling all that we've learned about ourselves, all that we've learned about love, so that we can come home to ourselves, so we can come back home to love. Because being able to trust in ourselves and being able to trust in love is what we came in this world doing. A baby comes into this world trusting in their caregivers, trusting in their own bodies and how they want to move and express and be. And then in so many ways along our lives, we learn that actually maybe it's not safe to trust other people. Maybe it's not safe to trust ourselves and our own decisions and our own expression. So we have to allow ourselves to grieve the pain that comes with those experiences and reconnect to our core. Because the core of who we are is inherently trusting and loving and open. And as we go through life, we layer on all these protective mechanisms because we've been hurt, or we've learned that who we are and how we want to live our lives is not okay. It's not acceptable, that we're unworthy. So there's this process of unlearning, processing those experiences, and reconnecting to the core of who you are, to that ability to be open-hearted again, just like you came into this world doing. Our bodies intuitively and instinctively know how to do that. We literally started out our lives doing that. So it's more of a process of unlearning first and then relearning what our bodies already know how to do. And if you would like support with that as you go on this journey, this process of unlearning and relearning how to trust and be open-hearted, we have so many different ways to support you in that. So go ahead to the link in the description, check out the services we offer, and get started in something that feels like a good fit for you. And we can't wait to support you and empower you and encourage you as you go on this process of opening your heart to love again. Thanks so much for being here. And until next time, I can't wait to see you choose love over fear. Bye for now.